I always feel like I just sent a text to a friend and I'm like staring at them waiting for them to get it.
See a marker. Oh, there you are.
I mean, it says live, but there's no picture, but there's the picture. Hi, everyone. I'm Lujack, that's Taylor. We're playing Borderlands.
I'm Taylor, that's Lujack. We're the... Oh, sorry. I'll leave it to you.
I mean...
Or let's do it alternately, so one line and another line.
Okay. Hi.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Lujack.
We're the Peepolorians.
And we're playing Borderlands.
The original Borderlands.
The original Borderlands Game of the Year edition. This game made Game of the Year. You know, it still baffles me.
Do you think... You know what's funny? I feel like, I keep saying that, like, I feel like we've reached a pinnacle of realness where we've made, like, almost photorealistic video games. But, like, the funny thing is, we haven't gotten very far with animation. Like, you can have a photorealistic person who, like, their lips move, but, like, but if you can have a photorealistic animation and they can, like, talk with their hands, that's impressive. Because, like, you can see the whole, like, process. It's like an actual actor doing it.
Well, isn't that what motion capture is?
Yeah, I mean, that's precisely what motion capture is.
Because, like, a lot of video games use that. Last of Us, I think, uses a lot of motion capture.
Wasn't, I keep saying this, and I hope I hope I got it right, but, like, I thought L.A. Noire was one of the, like, earliest games to try to use motion capture and face capture for their animations.
It was probably one of the earliest ones. I threw a grenade by accident.
Which is why, like, even though like nowadays you could play it and be like, huh, the controls on this car are like very boat-like, or hey, these mechanics are kind of wonky, but like the faces still look like faces. They're just a little smooth.
Yeah.
Because that's the wild thing, is that if you have like, if you have a character who's just a handful of pixels, but they have a fun animation and some good lines, they'll last forever.
You were talking over a whole thought process that I was having just now. So, like, I threw my bird, but I thought it was a grenade, but I thought L1 was reload, so I went to go buy a grenade thinking I just threw a grenade, but then I couldn't buy a grenade, and I realized that it wasn't a grenade, it was a bird.
You know... Hold on, what game has L1 as reload, though?
There is a game, but I can't think of what it is right now. It's definitely
those in the comments.
Because, like, in Red Dead 2...
as soon as you see this... we keep talking.
Because, like, in Red Dead 2, it's circles, so I have no idea why I was trying to reload with L1. It's like some instinct from a game that I played some ancient time ago suddenly kicking in, like, hey, remember me, kid?
I'm just imagining one of the... Okay, remember how I had, like, that list of, like, weird postmodernist games?
Yeah.
My inspiration, I got inspiration for another one. There was a game called, like, Upgrade Complete or something. It was an old Flash game where the cycle of the game was that you play a little arcade game, mini-game, within the game, to get points, and you use the points to upgrade the game itself to make it, like, look and sound better.
Right.
So, like, you can upgrade, like, the soundtrack, where at the start of the game, everything is, like, gray menus that are just, like, scribbled on. There's, like, barely any animation, and the soundtrack is just, like, static with someone going,
Huh.
Like, it's so bizarre. But it was neat. It was really neat because it didn't matter what you were. It didn't matter that you were upgrading the game itself, which was a fun gimmick. But because you had a clear like escalation, like a clear track that the player could follow of, like, you do a thing and you get more like points, and you upgrade a thing and it looks cool, and like it gives you that little like good brain juice every time you do it. Like, it was a solid game.
Right.
And
right.
I think I just stuck myself behind a wall. Oh no.
Like you
Oh,
do.
never mind. Oh no! Oh no! There's baddies around here. I'm going back. I'm heading back.
What do you mean
But,
there's baddies around here?
I was thinking about a game like sort of like that, but for PlayStation, where like one of the it's like an arcade style, but like the first thing you upgrade right off the bat is like making the UI more intuitive, where it's like so it's just like left stick. You start out and it has like tank controls where you can move, you can aim or shoot, but you can't do both.
Right.
And like you just upgrade your way out of it.
Huh. Interesting.
Because I feel like that would be one of those, that would turn into one of those games that they like show you in college as like an example of a really cool concept.
Right.
Oh, speaking of games that are cool concepts, so I looked up a while back, I don't think I covered it since I mentioned it last. I looked up the game where everything is meat.
Meat Boy?
No. Yeah, the Meat Boy is meat. Okay, that's a lot of turrets. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing?
I'm basically just running through here trying to get these MacGuffins. And I got the MacGuffins. So, straight box sound is where I need to go to now. Because I don't feel like fighting these guys, but they keep harassing me. And they're like, no, you either fight or you don't get to do anything. You know, that's what really pisses me off about this game. I can't just, like, go around and collect MacGuffins. I have to deal with these fucking turrets every time I want to go somewhere.
Yeah, there's a guy, like, right next to me. There you are, okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay, the turret's still firing.
Well, I'm back at the Strongbox now, so I got the bandit treasure.
Oh, well, if you can fast travel, do so. I need a fast travel. I need to be Fultoned out of this situation.
There's secrets though.
Oh my gosh! Here's another game concept for you. By the way, all these are open source. If you make a game, I just want like a little name that's like inspired by blank, and that's it. You can just sell that game. But,
inspired by Bingo Bungus.
Yeah, but in this case, it's not a game concept, and it'd be called like Day Job or something. And it's where the game starts and it seems like it's a first-person shooter, except you're like critically wounded and you get Fultoned out like with the little the little helicopter, the miniature helicopter thing, and it like pulls you upwards and then you land in a helicopter safely, and then you go back to base, and the rest of it is like the cycle of the game goes from first-person shooter to like office simulator and back. And it's got a lot of, like, each of the characters has, like, just a lot going on.
Wouldn't the office parts be kind of boring, though?
Well, you know how when you upgraded stuff in, like, MGS5, it would help, it would, like, I don't know, give you better supporting units or what have you? Something like that, except it's naturally interlinked with the subplots in the game where, like, you upgrade the medical wing, and then the doctor person there is like, oh, hey, thanks for that. It reminds me of the time that...
Right,
and like you just end up learning more about the like setting. It doesn't have to be like Metal Gear Solid. In fact, if it wasn't, then it would actually be pretty open source. But like, I like that concept of like, because the first thing that got my attention was dude, what if you were playing a game and you just got Fultoned out? Like, you're like, oh, I'm about to die, and you just hit the button, and it just something like this zaps onto you, and you just fly into the air.
So, we're doing like a MacGuffin hunt right now. Right now we're looking for cash. There was this 3 bandits mission, and there were like 3 things that you had to find that pointed you to some cash, and now we're going to the cash. And you know, I always go through one area thinking that it'll be in that area, and then realizing that it's not, and then thinking, wow, I really should have just fast traveled. And then I get through the area, and then I see another fast travel point, and I think, let's just do that.
Wait, where?
And that's how my thought
You got
process
in, you
goes.
got out. I got into the driver's seat. I thought you wanted to get back in, so I...
No, I pressed triangle by accident. I've been playing Red Dead 2, you know how it goes. Man, I cannot stop playing Red Dead 2. I'm on the last chapter, by the way. I'm on chapter 6, Beaver Hollow.
I wish that you could, I would love if they let you do, like, some kind... If you could play the epilogue online, just everyone is John Marston.
I'm John Marston and you are too.
Yeah, but not in like a GTA way, but in a way where like you could do a bunch of like side quests, maybe some new ones, and the point would be that now you get to do this like stuff with a friend. I don't know. I guess I see more of the appeal. I really like the lived-in feel of the universe. The fact that like people walk down roads and talk to each other.
Yeah.
And there's something about it that just like, excuse me, that like really what's the word?
Oh, okay.
Like, makes me feel like I've been somewhere.
Right.
Which is one reason why I was so keen on playing Red Dead. Oh no.
Yeah, but it's down there. Yeah, but it's down there.
Yeah, we're not gonna drive down there though.
Yeah, but it's down there.
Oh, okay. I switched seats. That's not what I wanted to do.
Well,
I can't get out. I'm standing. I'm now standing. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
I'm just standing there.
Try to switch with me again. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was weird.
That was.
And now it won't let me move either.
Can you switch seats?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can switch seats. Hang on, I think the vehicle's stuck. Yeah, do that.
There.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go away.
Shout out to the game designers behind video games who, when there's a vehicle, they're like, hey, should we give this like a realistic center of gravity? And they said, no, that's gonna be really annoying if it gets flipped over. Just give it a crazy low center of gravity. It'll be okay.
Right.
That's
It'll be fine.
That's what happened with
Get in the vehicle.
Dude, it's just right down there. It's like 20-something meters away.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't want to fall off the edge in the car.
But it would have been great. We would have like crashed and blown it up, and it would have looked really cool, and we would have gotten it on camera, and it'd have been like, whoa.
No, only I'm allowed to do that while playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the second time.
Dude,
What happens if I don't stop this train? Okay, I die.
Okay, well, I just died. I like GTA ramped off of a weirdly rampy rock on my horse in Red Dead 2. Like, I was running, and I ran, like, off of a rock that I just ran onto, and I, like, ramped off of it and crashed, all GTA style, but, like, with a horse.
I just realized, awesome. There should really be a battle wagon level. There should be a level where you've got like four or like 6 horse like battle wagon. It's one of those wagons. It's like got reinforced wooden sides, and it's you and your buddies, and you're getting away with some loot or something, and it's one of those sort of like mobile It's one of those turret levels. Where, like, you're looking through in third person, you can, like, see everything from outside, and in first person, you can, like, look through the gun port.
Right.
Just like a slit in the wood. And, that would be really cool. Because, like, I feel like that's one thing that was missing from the overall, like, level designs. There's a lot of variation in some of the weirder ones, but, like, I want more weird ones.
Right.
Oh, you're way over there.
Yeah, I'm way over there. It spun me way back there, and we gotta go way back.
I wasn't gonna hit the button without you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go to the button. Oh, also, I've been watching Stranger Things with my family, and I saw the first 2 seasons, but not the third one, so I'm finally watching the third one, and it's pretty fun. It's a fun time.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the... No, maybe I saw the first few episodes of the 3rd season. It's the 3rd season. Let's see here.
The Mind Flayer, like, comes back and multiplies.
Is the 3rd season the one that has the big, like, sky thing?
I guess. I don't know. It's got the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayers are multiplying. Oh,
kind of
yes!
wild how... You know what's fascinating about Stranger Things?
What?
No,
That, like, they wanted to name the monster after a monster, after, like, one of the demons in D&D. But, like, Stranger Things became so popular and that monster design became so iconic that they really should have just given it its own name, because now when I think Demogorgon, I don't think a two-headed baboon with octopus arms. I think of, like, a specific, like, more of an aberration-style creature that has, like, a flowery-shaped head, like a mutant skag.
Right. Huh.
Right? It's like its own thing.
Yeah.
Which is especially funny, because it makes me wonder, like, that's
Well,
the least realistic part about this show, is that if you had 3 kids who played D&D, there's no way they wouldn't have come up with an original name, like, in 5 minutes.
Disagree, actually. That's actually one of the things that I like, most about the about the show, is the fact that it does center around the sort of nerd culture, and the people naming it really are just these kids who just play a lot of D&D. And, honestly, I kind of like the idea that they're just naming them after D&D monsters simply because I feel like it never really crosses their mind to come up with a name for them, simply because they're so much like the D&D concepts that they're just like, yeah, this is just straight up D&D.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because it's like, we named the regular rank and file one after the Archfiend. There's no way we can go up from here. We got the Demogorgon, the Megagorgon, the Double Gorgon.
Honestly, I don't really know enough about, like, D&D lore to even know any of that stuff. But I'm enough of a nerd that anytime there's, like, any kind of nerd representation like that, even if it's something that I myself am not really keen on, I'm still super happy about it.
It's pretty neat.
I'm like, hey, there's nerds! That's
funniest,
nerd culture.
The funniest thing about D&D showing up in media is that, like, D&D is owned by Wizards of the Coast, which is owned by Hasbro, which is like a massive toy company. And, like, D&D is simultaneously, like, super like, the most popular kid in school and also the weird nerd, because it's, in the tabletop community, it's, like, one of the most popular games. Like, just any edition, it's super, super common. Right. But, like, it still feels niche outside of that. And what's funny is that, like, it's not really D&D's fault. Like, Hasbro could straight up just go to any show in existence and be like, hey, here's some Hasbro money. You want to add some D&D to this show? It's a business deal. It's like product placement. So instead of playing a parody of D&D, which everyone does, you could just straight up play D&D.
Right. There's like a whole D&D segment, and I think Last of Us Before the Storm, which I thought was pretty neat.
Is that?
Before the game itself, I'm kind of like, it's not the worst thing, but like that particular segment.
No, the dwarfs look like you.
Hey Salvador, is it okay if all the dwarfs in my campaign look like you? That is awesome.
I am the dwarf and the king. That's actually a different meme, but it's so catchy.
We need to go to the middle of nowhere because there are new jobs there. By the way, I'm pretty sure we're in like the final stretch of the game, but I want to go and tie up all the loose ends first.
Yeah. On that, to reel back to the Demogorgon, like, to put it into perspective, into like something you're more familiar with, like, if, say, like, you had like a sort of ranking from like Skags or ranking of the natural fauna of Pandora from like Skags to like the Vault Beast. The Demogorgon is the Vault Beast. There's just like one big one.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense to my gamer brain.
Yeah, so I love the concept where like they gave it a cool name, but then it's like there's a bigger one. Well, what do we call it? We already used the cool name.
I'm gonna go to Firestone real quick and see if there are more missions there.
Just the kid who was gone the whole first season is like, really, you really gave it the coolest name right off the bat.
Demogorgon. Bro, what are you doing?
I'm looking at grenade mods.
Man, stop looking at grenade mods. We gotta go. So, Claptrap's not saying anything about Firestone or New Haven, so we're just gonna go to Crazy Earl's because he also has jobs for us.
Could you enunciate that a little more?
Okay. So, I was going to go to Firestone to see if there were jobs for us there, but Claptrap is only talking about Crazy Earl having jobs for us, so we're just gonna go to Crazy Earl. If there are jobs in Firestone or New Haven, then Claptrap will tell us.
Ah, brilliant.
So, off to Crazy Scrapyard.
That would be really cool if, like, Firestone had allied NPCs that had the turrets. So, just to, like, sort of help justify why Firestone hasn't just been immediately ransacked.
I think the justifications is more somewhere along the lines of nobody really cares enough about it. Simply because, look at Firestone, it's populated by like one dude.
I want it to be sort of like the island of Chaos, not Chaos, Chaos. In I think it's the island of Chaos in Odyssey, where I don't know if it's a bug or a feature, but the devs accidentally put the spawn points between the wild like boars and the citizens way too close together. So while you're in town, like buying a sword or selling some loot, you'll randomly hear like fights going on in the background as like boars randomly attack people in the town.
What game is this?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed
Odyssey.
And
it gets even better because that island also has. It's one of those, like, this town isn't big enough for the two of us situations where, like, there's spawn points that are too close together, and so instead of the boars being out in the middle of nowhere where they won't run into someone on average, they spawn, like, right in the middle of the road and keep getting into fights with people, and then the guards show up, and the guards just, like, gang up on them. And it gets even funnier when when enemy soldiers also spawn nearby. So it's just straight up like the background sound of GTA, where you're like, hold on, is the game playing itself? I'm just playing tennis with my wife and I hear this explosion. Guys, don't start the game without me.
Oh, it's funny. That's just Trevor in the background somewhere.
That still baffles me though. I need to know if anyone's got like the metadata behind that, of if they figured out what causes those like random explosions while you're doing other things. I'm sure like in the PC version people have been able to, like, if they're playing tennis with their wife and they hear explosion, they can straight up like pause it and go into free cam.
Right.
But like the only real explanation is that like somehow maybe a car spawned in on top of another car and it was enough pressure that exploded. I've also heard like gunshots in the background, which is fairly straightforward because supposedly NPCs will occasionally, like, because of because of bad traffic and having to follow certain traffic rules, if they bump into a police car, the police will jump out of the car, and because their NPCs, their only way of responding is just shooting at whatever NPC bumps into them.
Right.
Which is why, like, every once in a while you'll just have these, like, firefights out of nowhere. Wait, what? You can jump on that? What was that?
I think, you can jump on what?
Oh, man. I saw you out of the corner of my eye, and I, like, thought that you were, like, mantling up that...
Yeah, you can, maybe, if you try really hard. Yeah! Oh, nope, nope. Nope, the game literally kicked me off of it. It was like, no, you're not allowed up here.
Illusion where my brain was assuming that you could mantle up there.
It was like, you know that crab bit in Family Guy, where the crab just shows up and is just like, nope, nope, no, 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 no. That's what the game just did.
I'm not familiar with that.
Some people are like trying to go into Peter's and Lois's house. Like a crab just kind of hops up and blocks the doorway. And she's just like, try going under him or something. The crab's just like, nope, no. It's just a giant crab.
Like, how big are we talking when you say giant crab?
Big enough to block a doorway. Big enough to, like, block a doorway when you're trying to walk through it. And, be effective.
Does he have, is he carrying, like, a little knife in his crab claw?
No, he's just snapping his claws constantly. And shuffling side to side, saying no a lot.
I had one of those moments. You know that, like, 2 a.m. comedy?
Yeah, I love that 2 a.m. comedy.
I don't know why it's funny, it's just, it kind of is. I had that sometime in the afternoon. I gotta turn down the volume and we won't be able to hear anything.
I'm gonna light you on fire, even though you're on fire. Oh my god, go away, spider ants. Go away, Snowy, go away!
Hold on, I'm gonna turn down the, sound effects.
Good idea.
There
hey, there's Earl's friend.
Right, but it was the afternoon, and I was thinking about the...
Look, it's a baby skag. It's Earl's friend. We're supposed to bring him back.
Oh my gosh, on my end, his animation isn't working, so he's just sliding along the ground.
Get a video!
Okay, now his animation's back. I'm gonna make sure I get a video clip of that.
Yeah, get a video clip of that. It's awesome.
Right, so I don't know, I was having lunch or something, and I was thinking about the Under the Sea song, except all of it was just replaced with references to seaweed. So it's like, the seaweed is always seaweed, when somebody's weed is sea. You think about seaweed, weed, sea, but everything's weed and sea. I just, what is this thing over here? It looks like.
Oh, hey, there's a claptrap rescue in this area. You want to do that, or no?
No, where is? Oh, there's a. Wait, hold on. There's a box back there, which means that you can get back there.
So is that a note of the claptrap rescue?
Yeah, I don't know where he is, but I'd like to see.
All right, well, I'm gonna mark it on my map then.
What is up with this?
If I could.
Oh, hold on. So they just. Hold on. So they got a bunch of skags in here.
What are you freaking out about?
Were they supposed to fight each other, or were they supposed to just be in there and then you open it up and then?
Man, who cares? Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter.
Oh, hey, come over here. Come over here.
What?
Yes, hello. What would you like today? I have fresh pretzels and ammunition.
Can I get mom's spaghetti?
Nope.
Oh no, it's all over your sweater already.
Speaking of all over your sweater already, you figured out how to change your clothes in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, which I figured out how to do it. I just don't because I kind of like the default look, so I just.
You know, I wish you could save like certain details onto your outfits. Like in a way, like you can make your outfits look like weathered and.
Hang on. You just like run into this area and it's just like covered with spider ants. One of them just like turns to you and it was like, looks like someone's a little lost.
Well, sir.
You stepped into the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
I just
maybe we could sneak by them. Maybe if we're real quiet. Nope, they saw us.
The other thing about spider ants is that, like, I realized that their walk cycle doesn't resemble spiders or ants. Like, they're actually very mammalian in how they move.
They're very annoying, is what they are.
Like, they don't skitter like an insect.
The only spider ant I want to be dealing with is Broodless from Borderlands 3.
Ah.
Broodless is a spider ant that I can hang out with. We gotta go down.
I think I was hit by a web or something.
You're a web.
No, I don't want to hear about your web design. Yeah, I'm glitching out a little bit.
Oh, it was funny. Oh my god, hello, Psycho.
I threw a grenade and he just bounced.
Like you do. Did you just see that? I'm gonna get a video of that. So I shot a guy and he just kind of like flipped over.
Interesting.
For like no reason.
And you get... Oh, there we go. There.
Ah, here we go for you.
Oh, I didn't see that last time.
I feel like headshots in any game should just be insta-death for the bad guys.
Yeah, unless it's like a cool twist, like a Resident Evil situation where it's like, aha, a headshot, and then they're just like, okay, now I'm slower.
Right. Hey, I
That's
found the
part of-
cloud seaweed, and I was thinking of that Yo Mama joke where it was like, Yo Mama's so stupid, she thought that seaweed was something that fish smoke. Which, if jokes, they're on YouTube. You can look them up.
There was a post like earlier this. Oh, I'm glitching out. I don't know if you can even hear me.
I can hear you, but I'm stuck right now.
I'm trying to climb up this thing, but I keep glitching sideways, so I can't get up there.
Yeah,
and there's a larva crab worm, and I just want to walk up this tower.
I just want to walk up this tower, but instead I'm riding my bicycle backwards in the sand.
Just riding my bike in the sand, just getting sand everywhere. But at least we could come together in this trying time and find the artifact of curse on touching and headache curing.
Yeah, sure. Follow these pipes, I guess.
But you know what we need to find the vault in this game?
Well, obviously we're gonna find the vault in this game, but, you know, soon.
But, like, you'd think that we need the vault key, but I think we just need a computer that can see through sand.
That is literally the best piece of technology that a vault hunter could have.
This game doesn't want me to get to the checkpoint. Well, my bandwidth doesn't want me to get there.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on tonight with our bandwidth
my internet's been a
situation.
little wonky lately. I was hoping that it'd be stabilized by this evening.
Yeah, well, some nights you feel like a nut.
What the heck is that? What are you?
What is
I
what?
see a bug thing with long legs and it's just bleeding all over the place. It's called a bleeder. I don't like it.
Wait, what? Where? Wait, don't go anywhere. Don't kill it. I want to see this.
Alright, I'll take out the scythids and such. I think it's right around the corner. Yeah, it's right around the corner.
It's not like just some larva crap. What the fuck are you? What are you?
Dead Space looking at.
Why are you? Kill it!
Straight up like a... Yeah, I thought it had like little human legs or something, but no, it's just got that shape and design.
That was horrifying.
Very dead spacey.
Why is it bleed everywhere?
You have to let me know as soon as it's dead, that way I don't like shoot a ghost.
Yeah, sure. Why is it bleeding everywhere though? Is it PMSing?
That's what it does as a job. That's its occupation.
My occupation is that I just bleed everywhere. It's dead.
That is so weird.
Oh man, why do you exist? You know, look man, the larva crabs I could deal with. The scythids, they were annoying, but you know, I could run away from them. But this? Look man, you gotta draw a line in the sand. We need to make a statement.
That was like a little mini boss.
We need to make a statement. We gotta ask ourselves, what am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this.
Honestly, I thought the bleeder was cool as like a mini boss, whereas the larva crabworms, they just have a bunch of health, and I don't know where they're
just annoying.
weak point is.
So I know
Also,
where the claptrap health kit is. It's up on that pipe thing, but I don't know how to get up there. Also, I have skill points.
the game is sort of figuring out where I am. It's hard to do parkour with left. Hold on.
There's no parkour in this game. Parkour is a myth. I thought that maybe we could follow the pipe back and figure out how to get up it, but I didn't really have any luck with that.
Maybe. What if there is like a DLC in the game where someone had actually managed to damage one of the the border guns that keep you from going outside the game? And that's how they like defined a new region, is just, oh yeah, there's a new area because the gun's down. There's another wall outside of that.
Huh, that'd be neat. So like this pipe goes all the way back here. And I feel like there should be a way to climb it from over here. If I don't know, maybe we gotta go around more, maybe we gotta climb something.
Is everything in slow-mo? Is that just my weapon?
I have no idea.
Hey,
Hey look, bad guys.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
Where are all these guys coming from?
Man, who cares? Fuck them. Can y'all just let me find the health kit for this stupid claptrap?
I need to do my job!
Oh! Nice! Nice with the fireworks. Let me tell you something, Kevin Ethan Levin. I've had it up to here with your shit.
I like that one of the innovations that to like fix or attempt to fix lag was just like a system that would measure like where all the entities were and then calculate lag and then be like, aha, retroactively this is where the bullet went. And so it would sort of adjust like if you missed based on lag.
Huh.
Yeah, some games like had that as a whole system, and it's fascinating to see like how they coded that sort of thing. I don't actually know how it works, just that it's really neat.
I had no idea that was even a thing.
You know, there's it's like that. There's one I do know about. The in Team Fortress 2, the Huntsman, which is the
there's the pipe. That's how you get up it. Okay, so basically we gotta walk along this thing and not fall, and the health kit for the claptrap is all the way at the end. So I'll go and then you go, that way at least one of us will make it.
Or if we drove a vehicle up here, we could spawn in it.
Yeah, but how would you get the vehicle all the way to the end?
I don't know. It would be easier to teleport to it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. I feel like
Man.
the effort it would take to get the vehicle there, though, would make it kind of... I don't know.
You know what game I feel like was ahead of its time in a bunch of ways?
What?
Crisis Wars.
I never played Crisis Wars, but I played the 3 main Crisis games, which were all great.
So imagine, Crisis Wars basically had very similar mechanics and the guns and everything.
I got the health kit, by the way.
Okay, well then I'm just back up in case you fell. But the thing is, the maps were fairly large, and there were like bunkers, which actually worked as bunkers, where the fact that they had like little gun ports made it hard for enemies to hit you while you're in there.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of vehicles that had the appropriate amount of like damage resistance for what kind of vehicle they were, and it was just really neat. And one thing that I think was kind of ahead of its time is there is a one of the vehicles was like this armored like supply truck, and its whole thing was that you could resupply at it, like you could actually buy ammo at the truck. Right. And if you were really good if you were like someone who likes playing support, like I do, you would buy the truck, bring it somewhere convenient, and then your thing would just be repairing and defending the truck. So people basically had like a mobile base where they could get a whole bunch of equipment, like all right next to where the enemy is.
Right.
And like there were capture points that had a bunch of like, what's the word, like rafters and stuff and vents that you could hide in. So you could actually could sneak up on someone who was protecting a control point. It was neat.
Huh.
And it was I think it was Crisis Wars. It was replaced by a different system when Crisis 3 I think came out, where it was just Crisis Online or something. And that one basically just went, it became way more like Call of Duty. Like, it was small maps, very fast-paced, and no vehicles. And I'm like, I want it to have I want there to be sort of meme moments where there's like a pace to the game where like in the early game everyone's running around with like shotguns, and like in the late game people are like using vehicles. Like, it slowly changes the meta throughout the rounds.
Right.
I like that design. That and it was the one time in a video game where smoke grenades did what they were supposed to do. Since no one had like, what's the word? Since everyone was had to look through the same smoke, and no one had like the special like NPC like aimbot ability. If you wanted to, for instance, like protect your teammates from like an airstrike while someone was just like camping with a VTOL or a helicopter like around a bunker, you could just throw a bunch of smoke grenades, pollute the entire area with smoke, and then just sneak out.
Huh.
And I haven't seen that in the longest time. I think, what is it, the most recent Call of Duty, what is it, Call of Duty Warfare thingy, the most recent one has like a huge map and vehicles, and that's kind of got my attention, but I haven't played it yet.
Huh. Wait,
If
Call of
I did,
Duty,
though,
the new
that's
one, isn't that like Black Ops Cold War?
No, sorry, not the newest one.
Well, then which one are you talking about?
The one before that. It was
The new
basically
Modern Warfare?
I don't remember.
Because I'm
Call of
pretty
Duty
sure that the
Wars,
newest one...
what the heck? Oh, that's the boss battle right there.
Oh, I
Nope.
guess...
What are you doing? Where are you going?
I'm shooting this spider ant.
Oh, I don't think he can hit us behind this wall thing. I think we found this sort of blind spot. Also, it's...
Have a bird.
Dang, it's got way too much health.
Have another grenade.
I don't know what's going on
Fuck this spider ant. I hate spider ant. Spider ant can't come suck on a piece because I don't want to fuck with them. No, I don't want to fuck with them at all. They only got 4 legs. They're not even an insect or an arachnid. They're called spider ants, but they only have 4 legs.
Yeah.
Have a bird.
They're just called spider ants. Just chuck a bird at us.
Have a bird. It's on fire.
The last few ones are the gyros, which just have a bunch of health.
Firebird jutsu.
Trying to get all the criticals I can.
Yeah, same. Ah, man. This bitch is crazy. This party's getting crazy.
This bird is out of control.
I am not allowed to have ammo for this weapon. Better switch to a new one. SMG.
I feel like we figured out a way to just camp in the hills and bully a giant insect.
Well, you know, it's true what they say. The hills really do have eyes, and where are the eyes?
That's not what they say. No one says that.
I say that.
It's a saying now.
It's a saying now. I made it a saying.
It's not a saying. There'll never be a saying. You got gyros. You got You got some
okay,
sandwiches
ow,
on your butt.
what is happening? Why am I losing health? Oh my
I think
God.
you were hit by a... Oh, yeah, you were hit by a zapper, I think.
I was getting hit constantly by just all the spider ants, and it wasn't fun. Oh, hey, look, another badass spider ant, of course.
I'm not gonna shoot the zapper with the sniper rifle because it does zapping damage, and I don't think it'll... Yeah, that does, like, barely any damage.
Well, I have a Firebird. Firebird Jutsu.
Ah. I like the Firebird. It's like if you made a muscle car out of an eraser.
You'd think that Bloodwing and Lilith would get along
Oh my
really
gosh,
well,
the spider-
given that they're both Firebirds.
This...
It's better and just jumped at me. What are you laughing about?
Yeah, that happened over on my end too.
Is that what you were laughing about?
Yeah, I just figured it out.
No!
Yeah, we sort of tricked their what's the word?
AI?
Pathfinding. Yeah, we sort of tricked their pathfinding by hiding back here. They're like, oh, we can't hit them there. That's the secret room.
That's the secret room. No one's allowed in there. No one's ever left, not even Levo. Except for Levo. Speak no more of Levo, Speako. There's a gap from Disenchanted if anyone ever watched that.
I was gonna say, that reminds me... Oh, hey, this is a quest item.
Yeah, get it. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Alright.
Pick it up. That's what we want. Those are the things we want. Now we got 3 missions to turn in because we did all of the Trash Quest missions. We just gotta go to Crazy Arrows and then to the Rest Commons East. Dude, we got 3 missions knocked out in one go. Now we just gotta turn them all in. And then we can call it a night.
Yeah.
Also, there's a question mark here. I don't know what that's about. Oh, wait, I think that's for Crazy Arrow, maybe? I don't know. There's a fast travel over there. That's what
Oh, that reminds me. So, you know how you were saying that, like, some games like Skyrim, they can get a little, like, overwhelming because you walk into town and everyone's immediately like, hey, do you want a side quest?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to do all these, I can't do all of these side quests, but, like, you're giving me all the side quests right off the bat, and I want to have them all in my pocket, but also, no, I don't want to do that.
Skyrim was the first game I ever played where I was just straight up like, nope. Like, I tried to keep up with it at first because I wasn't used to sandbox games like that. Wait, is Skyrim a sandbox game? I think that's the right term.
Sort of. Yeah, I think
one of those like massively open world whatevers. I'd never played games like that before. Up until then, I was always like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, you know, those linear type games. Skyrim was like one of the first games I played that was like that. And, you know, there were games that I played where there were side quests, and I would usually try to do them all. Skyrim was the first game I ever played where I just stopped giving a shit about any side quest.
You just like, there's just too many.
There's just too many, and I just didn't want to do them anymore. But what were you gonna say?
By the way, you're doing an excellent job distracting the spider ant kings. They're like, ooh, food, and they turn around, and then I shoot them in the butt.
Oh, yeah, that's totally what I was doing.
Does ridiculous critical damage because they have the bonus to criticals.
But what
I
were
do
you
like the balancing point that spider ants, like, they have a decent amount of health, but also, like, because their critical hit area is like their whole butt, you just have to make sure that you've got like the right shooting angle on them.
Right.
You just can't attack them from straight ahead.
Right.
I was so it was about side quests, and I was thinking, like, if I was going to do side quests in a way that felt less overwhelming, I'd want it to be that there's only like 2 or 3 side quests in like a town at the same time, and that if there's more side quests, they only show up as like something that's supposed to happen after those are complete. So like you did all the things, and now the town and all the dialogue after that is where people are like, oh, hey, it's you who helped with the thing, and like you get rewarded in universe, you know, where it's like people recognize you.
Yeah.
These look at these mushrooms. They're the same like type as the other ones we've seen, except like they glow.
Eat them, maybe they'll recharge your batteries. He thinks that the mushrooms will recharge his batteries. So just let him think it. What's the harm?
Look, what if today on today on advanced game lore. What if Solid Snake does have psychic abilities? They just involve the psychosomatic ability to recharge batteries based on faith.
Actually, I watched a whole YouTube video that theorized that Snake actually did have a superpower, and
yeah, it's just a crazy luck.
Yeah, but like only if he's not aware of it. If he like becomes super confident and just thinks he's gonna win everything, then it like stops working.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh wait, no. I tried to fast travel us to where we already were. I want...
Where are we going? The map says we gotta go... Oh, we're here.
Oh, it's right here.
We were heading south. North to the southern suburbs.
We were at the bakery, but now a haberdashery. It's
the bakery, wood shop.
Wood bakery, pretty sure it was a Tuesday. No, you're right. Because Derek had the permit.
Yes, Derek had the permit. I would sing that song if I knew enough of the lyrics.
Yeah, same.
But we got there in the end.
But for those of you at home, when you're done watching our stream, go look up Sammy J and Randy and what's it called?
I think it's called Good Times.
Yeah, we took the permit from his golden hands and ran away. Good times. It's so good.
Do you think they ever actually made the black and white song, or do you think they just made a gag called Black and White Song?
Black and white song, black and white song, black and white, black and white, black and white song.
It's such a good gag. So for those of you who don't know, and it's not really a spoiler, you have to see it for yourself, but like... So there's this gag where it's like, so we were working on the song. It's a great song. It's called the Black and White Song. It sort of goes like this, and Sam, I keep forgetting getting them switched up of which one's which.
Randy is the puppet.
Okay, so Randy, who is like a little purple puppet guy, he ducks down under the like puppet shelf, and then like he pops back up, and he's in black and white, wearing a different shirt that's also in complete black and white. And they go, black and white song, black and white song, black and white, black and white, black and white song.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
And then he ducks back under, and he comes back up as his regular puppet mode. And he's like, very good song, a solid song.
A solid song. It's a good song. It's a strong song. Now, my favorite...
And I love that gag so much because, like, it's just between, like, if you did it in animation, it would be too easy to just take out the colors. And you couldn't really do it with an entire person unless you moved, unless you, I don't know, had twins or something. But with a puppet, you can just wear another puppet wearing very similar clothes in black and white, and which means that there's just a black and white Randy out there somewhere, as a backup, just for that gag. And I really like that.
My favorite bit that they do is, it's, Swiss love is on the past life, yeah! It's like at the beginning of that song, Sammy J will, like, go up to some random person and talk to them, and he'll come back and he'll be like...
That's why I've seen that guy before.
Yeah, hey, Sammy, what are you doing? No, I thought I saw someone I knew. Oh, hey, what's her name? Alex?
And you just hear, you hear it on the mics, though. It'll be like, what's your name? Michael? Danny?
Michael? Danny? Oh,
give him a name.
Tell me, have you ever met Sammy J before? No? Let's stop fucking distracting him! He's trying to do a job, Dad! And he just gets, like, so angry. And then the whole song is about how they were, like, Swiss lovers in a past life, and it gets to where it's like... But then you moved away. I joined the nunnery. You never came to visit. Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, no, you didn't. And it's
How could you forget?
The night that I was there, I threw pebbles at your window until you let down your hair. I climbed your golden locks, and you tucked me in your arms, and we made love all night long. It's like, which window? Third
Second
window.
From the left.
That wasn't my window. And then they look at Dan and he's like, hey, I just figured out where I know that guy from.
We were Swiss lovers in the past life.
Yeah. Oh man.
One night stand in a nunnery.
Ah, that's what my favorite
Man,
song is.
I kind of want I kind of want to rewrite or a cover of Swiss Lovers in a Past Life by Ninja Sex Party. Because if anyone could do that song even better, it would be.
It would be Ninja Sex Party for sure.
Yeah.
I'd pay to hear that.
Danny Sexbang at me on Twitter.
Danny Sexbang, if you're ever watching this,
I'm just sending a letter to Daniel H. Sexbang.
Daniel H. Sexbang. Wait, wouldn't it be Daniel L. Sexbang? No, wait, isn't Daniel his middle name? Because, like, Lee is his middle name or his first name? I can't remember which.
I don't know. I didn't think he had a middle name. And if he did, I never heard it.
He has a middle name.
Ever. Nobody knows it.
Nobody knows what his middle name is. It's the myth. His middle name is a myth. Hey, we should probably call it now. It's been like an hour.
So, hey, thanks. Oh, I finally get to do a gag that we were working on. So, thank you so much for joining us. I've been Sailor.
I've been Lou Jack.
We are the Peepolorians. This is Borderlands 1, and I'm reminding you to take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And we'll see you next time.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal. Ah, fuck. Wait, I fucked it up. Oh, sorry. Wait, do we both do it or just you?
I just do it.
You do it, and then the next one, do I say it?
Sure.
Okay. So,
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh my god.